Welcome, guys, on Quiz Patente in English. Mawin, the teacher. Scheda number one, Esame Ministeriale. Madam Joy is going to break the record today. Madam Joy, question number one.
Musamuchi.
I'm also with you, okay? Question number one. Il pannello integrativo raffigurato invita, in caso di pioggia, ad aumentare la distanza di sicurezza.
Falso.
No, it is vero. It says this supplementary panel invites us to increase the safety distance in case of rain. It is vero. Because when you see this sign, it means the road can be slippery because of what? Because of rain. So the one is absolutely vero. Is that clear?
Aumentare. But aumentare, is it not reduce?
My dear, how can you say aumentare is reduce? Are you sure you have been learning? Aumentare is to increase, aumentare, increase.
Okay.
Diminuire means to decrease. Decrease is diminuire. Aumentare means to increase.
That's where I find it difficult. This particular word, I normally find it difficult to take it to be aumentare is reduce.
No, aumentar is not reduce, it's to increase. So remember, please, that aumentare means what? To increase. Is that clear?
See,
So
thank
that's
you.
why the number one, the answer is, of course, very okay.
Okay.
Very good. Number two, maybe around 5 minutes to come or 10 minutes, I will add another woman to the quiz to see her performance as well, okay?
Okay.
Number two, il segnale raffigurato è posto in corrispondenza della fine delle corsie riservate ai pedoni e alle biciclette. So the answer is,
Okay. Falso.
of course, it is false. It said this sign is placed at the end of the lanes reserved for pedestrians and bicycles. It is false because it's not the end of the lanes, but it's the beginning of the lanes reserved for pedestrians attached with the bicycle lane. So the two is false. Well done. Number 3. I delineatori raffigurati dividono la carreggiata in corsie. And the 3, the answer is,
Falso.
of course, it is false. So it says this sign divide the roadway into lanes. It is false because it is positioned on the left and on the right side of the carreggiata. That's why the 3 is false. Well done. You are doing good. 4. Secondo le norme di precedenza, nell'incrocio rappresentato in figura, il veicolo B transita prima del veicolo O e dopo i veicoli L e H. So therefore, the answer is
Falso.
no, it is vero.
Falso.
It is vero. Why I say falso? It is vero. It says, according to the rules of precedence, at this intersection, the vehicle B passes before the vehicle O and after vehicle L and H. It means L and H will go first, then B will go, and the last one will be the O. That's what it means. What is written there, that is what it means. So these questions, you have to be careful, examine it well before you answer. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so that's why the 4 is vero. Well done. 5. Il segnale raffigurato può avere il disco rosso sostituito da una luce rossa lampeggiante.
Falso.
Well done, it is falso. He said this sign may, if it has the red disc, replaced by a flashing red light. So it says it may have the red disc replaced by a flashing red light. It is false because the only disc that can be replaced is the yellow with the flashing light. So that's why the 5 is false. Excellent. 6. La revoca della patente può essere disposta quando il conducente guida un veicolo intestato ad altra persona senza avere apposita dichiarazione scritta.
Also,
Of course, it is false. You're doing good. It says the revocation of the license can be ordered when the driver drives a vehicle registered to another person without having a specific written declaration. It is false. So they cannot revoke your driving license just because you are driving another vehicles without a written specific declaration by that owner of the vehicle. So that's why the 6 is false. So very good. 7. Per parcheggiare in una zona regolamentata mediante disco orario, bisogna indicare sul disco l'orario di fine della sosta oppure trascriverlo su un foglio di carta. The answer is
vero.
no, it is falso. It says to park in a zone regulated by a time disc, you must indicate the end of the time of parking on the disc. No, you must write the beginning of the parking, of the time that you park there. That's what you have to write, not the end. Okay, so the 7 is false. Because it says
Now
bisogna
I understand
scrivere.
it now.
Sì,
I understand it
bisogna.
now because I was maybe they are telling me to write it when the time I park. So I
No.
didn't know that they are saying before when I.
It says sul disco l'orario di fine della sosta. That's why I say when you are reading the questions or you are going through the questions, take your time. Do this exercise that we are doing as if you are doing an exams. Every exercise you do with me, do it as if you are doing an exams. This thing you are doing is a serious matter. You can say vero, meanwhile it is falso, then we change it. No, 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 no. Concentration.
Okay.
Concentration. I want you to pass the exams. That's why I'm telling you all these things. If I don't care, I will just move forward, move to the next question, and we are going. Okay. So the 7, have you understood why the answer is falso?
Yes.
Very good. Excellent. Il segnale raffigurato è un segnale di divieto.
Also.
Why you say it is falso? Look at the sign.
Sì, è vero. Divieto.
Buonanotte. Of course, it is vero because this sign is part of
Sì,
segnale
vero.
di prohibition, divieto. So it is vero. Very good. You remember before you asked me the explanation of this sign that's on the other exercise. So now I want to ask you, with the presence of this sign, can you go more than 80? Yes or no?
More than 80. No.
Very good. You cannot go more than 80. You can go at maximum 80, but you can go less than 80 because this is the high speed limit. Well done. So the 8 is vero. Very good. 9. Per le luci di posizione è possibile utilizzare lampade di qualsiasi colore.
Also.
Allora, okay, so the number 9, you said the answer is false, so that is correct. It said for the position light, you can use lamps of any color. It is false because you cannot use any light at all. There are specific color of light that you must use. That's why the 9 is Falso. Very good. 10. Non è obbligatorio soccorrere un ferito della strada per non mettere a repentaglio la propria sicurezza.
Falso.
Well done, it is false. He says it is not mandatory to help a road accident victim so as not to put your own safety at risk. So it is false because we are under obligation to help anyone involved in an accident. So that's why the 10 is falso. Very good. 11. Per diminuire l'inquinamento dell'aria provocato dai veicoli bisogna controllare spesso la frizione e il differenziale.
Falso.
Of course, it is false. It says to reduce air pollution caused by vehicles, the clutch and the differential should be checked frequently. So the 11 is false. So why? Because to reduce air pollution caused by vehicles, the clutch and the differential are nothing to do with it. Okay, so that's what the 11 is false. So well done. 12. Conducente ha l'obbligo di controllare che il veicolo che lo segue rispetti la distanza di sicurezza.
Falso.
Well done, it is false. So it says the driver is under obligation to check that the vehicle following him respect the safety distance. It is false. So if there's a vehicle following you, who cares? Okay, so you have to actually control and be careful that you are keeping the safety distance of the vehicle ahead of you. So that's what the 12 is false. So you're doing good. 13. Il segnale raffigurato preannuncia una zona riservata ai veicoli dell'aeronautica militare. The answer is,
Falso.
of course, it is false. Do you know why you're answering so quick? It's because the questions are familiar to you, so you know them. That's how the exam
Yes.
says. Everything you know becomes easier for you to answer. Okay, so it says this sign announces an area reserved for Air Force vehicles. It is false because the sign is positioned close to airport and it means planes fly at a very low altitude. So we have to be careful at the strong wind and also at the noise caused by the planes. So 13 is false. So for those that are watching, make sure you answer in the comment section. And I will also advise you to join the private class where you can learn at your own free time. God bless you. 14. In presenza del segnale raffigurato è consentito il transito ai autotreni di massa superiore a 3,5 tonnellate, non adibiti a trasporto di persone.
Falso.
Well done. It is false. It says, in the presence of this sign, transit is permitted for articulated lorries with a weight exceeding 3.5 tons, not intended for the transport of people. So 14 is false because every vehicle that is meant for the transportation of things, which is heavier than 3.5 tons, cannot pass where this sign is positioned. So that's why the 14 is false. 15. Il limite massimo di velocità per un autoveicolo fino a 3,5 tonnellate nei centri abitati è di 40 km orari.
Falso.
Of course, it is false. So it says the maximum speed limit for a motor vehicle up to 3.5 tons in the city is 40 kilometers per hour. It is false because the high speed limit for vehicles that are heavier up to 3.5 tons, the high speed limit is how much? Do you remember?
100 abitato,
Yeah.
50,
Basta, basta.
The
50.
highest we can go.
Yeah, 50.
Okay.
50. So 15, the answer is falso for that reason. Okay, guys. So like the video and subscribe. So now, Madam Deborah, you are going to continue with the number 16. Il segnale raffigurato comporta di dare la precedenza ai veicoli che circolano sulla strada che si incrocia.
Vero.
Okay, my question is, are you sure?
No, falso, scusami.
Okay,
Si incrocia su.
okay, are you sure?
Let me read it again. Sì, è vero.
Okay, are you sure?
See, this one, if you want to enter road, you have to give way to person that is on the road,
Okay, so I'm
the car
asking
that is
you.
walking.
So I'm asking you, simple question. Are you sure?
Mhm. Sì, sì.
Okay, correct. It is vero. He said this sign requires us giving priority to vehicles traveling on the intersection or intersecting road. So it is vero. It means we have to give precedence, a simple. So it is vero. Well, I used to ask you whether you are sure because you must be sure. At the exams, you cannot have a doubted mind. Okay, you cannot be doubting. Okay, so we must be sure you are sure. So 16 is vero. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
Ok. 17. Nell'incrocio rappresentato nella figura, il veicolo N può concludere la manovra di svolta a sinistra, dando il transito, dopo il transito dei veicoli R e A.
Vero.
Good, it is vero. It said at this intersection, vehicle N can complete the left turn maneuver after vehicle R and A have passed. So it is vero. Why? Because in this intersection, the first vehicle crossing or coming to stand in the middle is the black, which is the N. Then the red will go, and then the A will also go, which is the blue car. And lastly, the N that is standing in the middle will be the last one, finishing crossing the intersection. So 17 is absolutely vero. Well done. 18. Quando il vigile si dispone con le braccia aperte verso la nostra direzione, come in figura, non si può attraversare l'incrocio.
Vero.
And the 18, of course, it is vero. He says, when the traffic officer stands with his arms open towards us, we cannot cross the intersection. Yeah, it is vero, because it means red of the traffic light for the vehicles that are facing the vigile and red of the traffic light for the vehicles that are behind the vigile. So 18 is vero. Excellent. 19. Il segnale raffigurato indica l'inizio della circolazione per file parallele.
Falso.
Of course, it is false. So it said this sign indicates the start of a parallel lane circulation. So it is false because the sign is alerting us of possible directions, either on the left or on the right. So 19 is false. So for those that are watching, you can comment, answer the questions in the comment section. Also join the class with Marvin the teacher, which teaches with one student, one teacher at your own convenience time. 20. Il segnale raffigurato è impiegato su strade che godono del diritto di precedenza.
Falso.
Of course, it is false. It said this sign is used on the road that have the right of way. It is false. So we just saw it now that this sign means you have to give precedence. Okay, so the 20 is false. So very good. 21. L'uso delle cinture di sicurezza consente il trasporto di bambini sui sedili anteriori in braccio a un adulto senza pericoli.
Falso.
Very good. It is falso. He said the use of the seat belt allows children to be transported in the front seat on the lap of an adult without danger. It is false because you using the seat belt does not mean kids can sit on the lap of an adult and it will not be dangerous for the kid. It is false because the kids must sit on the seat preserved for the children. Okay, so that's why the 21 is false. Well done. You're doing good. Allora, 22. Le polizze assicurative contro il rischio di incendio del veicolo coprono normalmente solo i danni causati da incendi dolosi intenzionali e non quelli provocati da incendi accidentali casuali.
Falso.
Of course, it is false. So it says when vehicle fire insurance policies normally only cover damage caused by malicious or intentional situations or intentional fires and not by occasional or accidental fires. So it is false because it covers both. Okay, so that's why the 22 is false. Now, 23. Il segnale raffigurato è posto dietro ai veicoli per indicarne la nazionalità. So 23, the answer is
Falso.
of course, it is false. So it says this sign is placed behind vehicles to indicate their nationality. No, because this sign is not placed behind vehicles. It is positioned on the road, which is part of the European Union, and the country you are about to enter is Francia, which is France. So 23 is false. So very good. 24. Il passaggio a livello è caratterizzato dalla presenza di un attraversamento autostradale.
Falso.
Of course, it is false. It says the crossing of the train line is characterized by the presence of a motorway crossing. It is false because the crossing of the train line, it is where train crosses. Okay, so it has nothing to do with the motorway crossing. So 24 is false. Excellent. 25. Le corsie A, B e C rappresentate in figura consentono al conducente di andare in tutte le direzioni. So 25 is
Zero.
no, it is falso. How can you say
Falso.
vero? It is falso.
Sì, falso.
Eh, you have to watch the sign well and what the question is saying well before you answer. Anyway, it's always good that you mistake it here so that you'll be corrected and pass the exams. Okay. So 25 is false. So because it says the lane A
Thank you.
and B and C allows the driver to go in all directions. It is a simple false. So because as you can see, the lane A allows the vehicles to go only to the left. The lane B allows the vehicle to go to the left and the right only. And the C allows the vehicle to only go to the right. So none of them goes straight. So that is why the answer is false because the question says it allows the vehicles to go to all the direction, tutte le direzioni, all the directions. So that's why the answer is false. Very good. 26. Nell'eseguire la manovra di sorpasso bisogna mantenere strettamente la destra.
Falso.
Very good. It is false. So it says, when overtaking, you must keep strictly to the right side. It is false. So because, first of all, overtaking is done on the left. So why must you stay more to the right side when you intend to do overtaking? Okay, it doesn't make sense. So that's why the 26 is falso. 27. In caso di infossamento su neve o sabbia, non riuscendo a partire con la prima marcia, è opportuno innestare una marcia superiore. So 27, the answer is,
Vero.
of course, it is vero. It says if you get stuck in snow or sand and are more and you are unable to start with the first gear, it is advisable to shift into a higher gear. Yeah, it is vero. Because with a higher gear, the vehicle pushes with more strength and you will be able to get out of the sand or the snow. So 27 is vero. Well done. 28. I rimorchi TATS sono destinati al trasporto di attrezzature che non devono costituire oggetto di commercio, ma essere impiegate solo per il tempo libero. So 28 is,
I don't know this one. Falso.
which falso? What?
Vero.
So 28, it is vero. I wonder why you say you don't know this one. You're supposed to know this one very, very well. Okay, it is vero because the rimorchi, TRTS, it is the trailers, okay, that are being used for personal transportations or personal use only. Because the question says, sono destinati al trasporto di attrezzature che non devono costituire oggetto di commercio. Oggetto di commercio means it is not being used for business purposes. Okay, so it is vero because rimorchi TRTS, it is only for vacations or personal use. Okay, so that's why the 28 is absolutely vero. Is that clear to Madam Joy and Deborah?
See, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
Excellent. Now, number 29. Il veicolo S, muovendosi in retromarcia per immettersi nella circolazione, deve suonare ripetutamente il clacson durante la manovra.
Falso.
Of course, it is false. So it says vehicle S, while doing reverse to enter in the circulation of the road, must sound the horn repeatedly during the maneuver. Absolutely false. Okay, because the horn itself should not be used continuously on specific road. Okay, so that's why the 29 is false. Good. 30. Dopo un incidente, se c'è un principio di incendio del veicolo, in mancanza di estintore, si può utilizzare una coperta bagnata per spegnere le fiamme. And the 30, the answer is,
Vero.
of course, it is vero. It says, after an accident, if there is fire in the vehicle, in the absence of fire extinguisher, you can use a wet blanket to put out the flames. Yes, it is vero. You can use a wet blanket to off the flames. So the 30 is absolutely vero. Well done, guys. Thank you for watching. Join the class with Marwin, the teacher. The teacher. So, Madam Joy, are you learning something? Yeah, I was asking, Madam Joy, are you learning something?
Yes.
Okay, Madam Deborah, are you learning something?
Sì, sì, yes, grazie.
Okay, very good. So we are going to end the streaming and we are going to start with the different one. God bless you all.